Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, welcoming you back to my blind playthrough of Bloodborne. And so I was, exploring the area some more, doing some blood vial farming. I'm at or near maximum storage for blood vials and quicksilver bullets. And then I realized, just for thinking back to the episode where I was looking frantically all over the place for this sorry waste of skin. And so I assumed, it's funny me mentioning, oh, well, he wouldn't be anywhere near where it happened, because, yeah, he would definitely run away or something. But yeah, here he is. Oh, you're gonna get it so bad, buddy.
Ah, hello again. I owe this to you. It's a wonderful place. They even let beggars like myself in. What's better, we keep our distance. Don't step on anyone's toes, right? The way proper Yarnamites ought to live.
That's all you gotta say, really. That's it.
Let me share something with you. My secret stash. Really prime stuff.
Is he a beast?
Oh, hello again. I really do owe you a terrible lot. Finding me such a nice place to live.
Yeah, so you could murder the elderly woman. Who wasn't nice to me, but she was... I was gonna make her my friend. We were gonna be friends.
This is a smashing place. It's everything Yarnam ever had and more. This is it.
Oh, that's very good. Good for you. He is a
Have you
beast.
got a screw loose? Or is it your animal intuition?
Wow.
You hunters have got more blood on your hands.
I didn't want to see that. I assume he can't be parried. Unless I just really messed up the timing here. So you really had to pick on an old lady. Oh, come on, stupid bench. He's got some nasty combos. This guy's gonna die, I don't care how long it takes. Do we have anything we can use here? Let's make deflection of attacks easier. Alright. We do also have all those throwing knives we picked up. Poison throwing knives. We use them in honor of Eileen. Funny that I've been just plowing through bosses, and this guy, I'm thinking it's gonna be such a walk. I'm just gonna backstab him and be done with it.
Die! Die! Hunters are killers, nothing less! You call me a beast? A beast? What would you know? I didn't ask for this. see beasts every last one of us.
Sorry, old lady. We barely knew you, but... Oh, this guy. I'm holding out hope that... Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's new. You gonna do your cheap little kick attack, buddy? Oh, too slow. So some very interesting stuff, though, in his dialogue. Pointing out that, yeah, once again, as with essentially every other game in the Souls series... Ah! That is a good note, right where he was sitting, too. Advantage. That, yeah, the morality of things is not so clear-cut. In that, you know, a superficial understanding of the storyline in this game would seem to be, yeah, there are these beasts, and it's terrible, it's awful, and the hunters are going to come and save the day and slay all the beasts. But in fact, it turns out that, or at least it would seem that it's not so clear-cut, and that the hunters themselves have committed many atrocities. So let's see if we have some new dialogue now that we've slayed that despicable man.
Oh, hello. Sorry, dear.
No. I've avenged your... Oh, what's wrong?
Was it a beast? Or could someone from outside have come in and... Oh.
Why is she cowering in fear like that? She's becoming more and more distraught over time. That's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. So after having met Ariana and realizing that it seems as though I missed a fair number of NPCs, or at least I did, yeah, I missed a number of NPCs in the Cathedral Ward, I decided that might as well come back to where we started. And I don't remember there being a lamp here, but I assume that this is where we woke up. So I figured we might as well start from the beginning. And, might as well start from the beginning and see if there are NPCs that we missed. Case in point.
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted? Well, off you go then.
I was not expecting that.
If you find anyone who's still, you can assure them that, please.
Okay, so we now have two places to send people. Either Yusefka's clinic, and I assume that was Yusefka herself, or we can send him to the Erden Chapel. And it's funny that she mentions the Hippocratic Oath. Which I believe does predate the Victorian era. So there doesn't seem to be any anachronism there. But yeah, very cool, okay. So let's go see if we can find... Oh, I forgot about you. First, humanoid enemy we saw in the game. We got your friends over here. So this area is obviously going to be a fair bit easier now that we are... What level are we? Level 64. I'm not going to deal with our old friend over there because all he does is drop blood vials. And we're pretty well stocked up there. Although, I suppose the whole point of me doing this is to make sure that I'm not missing anything, so yeah, okay. We'll take him on. Hey friend, remember me? Oh, you certainly do. Okay, we're keeping our eyes out for lanterns. I'm going to try not to spend too much time here. So, to the extent that I wind up running around just killing low-level enemies for extended periods of time, I'll do some fast-forwarding. Oh. Ugh. It's funny thinking back to the first time I was here. There's a lantern. Thinking back to the first time I was here and how just terrified I was. And now I'm like, whatever. I'll one-shot all of you. Okay, so we have to remember to go back to that lantern. This is that trap. With the item. Water pump. I'm not sure if I mentioned it off the top. This is episode 20. And the date today is Thursday, April 9th. I just finished teaching. A review session for my students before their exam. So that was exciting. Oh, but actually it was. Because even though I've been a graduate student for 3 years now, it's my first time actually having face-to-face teaching interactions with students. And yeah, it's been a really rewarding, really fun experience. The pay is decent, based on the number of hours that I'm allocated to work. But I actually, in fact, end up working far more than I'm expected to. And that's kind of the catch-22, is that they pay you just barely enough so that you can do a half-assed job of grading students' papers. And, consulting with them and whatnot. The problem is, if you don't want to do a half-assed job, yeah, you're essentially giving up your own time because you're not being paid for the time it does take in order to actually provide meaningful feedback and to, actually educate students, such as the world we live in today. But that's part of the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, is I would like for that to change. I hope you're having a great day today. That's something I love about MF Pallytime's videos, is that in every video he says that, and I don't know, just something about the joyousness of his voice and how, yeah, he really genuinely means it, I feel, when he says, I hope you're having a great day today. So I'm gonna start saying that. So I hope you're having a great day today.
Stop. You stop right there. Not an inch closer.
I was wondering where that light was coming from. Is that all he says? Yep. Okay, I won't come an inch closer. You stay there. Yeah, this game, yeah. It's very, very early. And part of the I guess my adoration for this game is surely due to the fact that it's novel, it's new, and that I'm still, in the process of piecing things together. But the same was true when I was first playing Dark Souls 2. And it was, and as I mentioned, it wasn't a truly blind playthrough when I was playing Dark Souls 2. It was pretty close to being blind, but it wasn't truly blind. But in any case, even then when playing Dark Souls 2, it was new, it was novel. But I didn't quite get the same feeling that I've gotten numerous times playing this game. With just complete and utter awe, amazement, and, emotional impact of not so much the story, the larger level story at this point just yet, because, of course, I don't really understand fully what is happening in this world. But certainly with the characters within the story, as you have seen up to this point, with my the tragic loss of the old lady, and the tragic but also my fault loss of due to my complacency of Eileen the Crow, I think her name is.
Poor you! Poor you!
I'm just fine. I got my trusty, what is it, +6? +6 Ludwig's Holy Blade. I got some kick-ass clothes. Got some fashion souls up the yin. So don't need to pity me. I pity you for being stuck in there. It could send you to either Yosefka's clinic or the Udin Chapel if you were a bit nicer, but I guess not. Remember how scared I was of this guy, too? Oh, one shot. Reminds me of AJ Sin's comment from, I believe, the first episode, or the second episode. No, first episode. Where, he was commenting on how he remembered his first time running around in the Undead Bird, guarding what little souls he had with his life. And kind of the absurdity of looking back at that from the late game when, you got hundreds of thousands of souls with, basically nothing to do with them other than buying consumables, unless you want to continue leveling up past the hard or soft caps of certain stats. And yeah, just how kind of petty it seems later in the game when you're just awash with whatever the currency is in the game. And that's certainly how... Yeah, I still never found the device for this. Oh, and there's a lantern there. There's a ladder. Okay, so it's on the other side of the device. Okay, we need to find that ladder. How annoyed I was with these stupid dogs. Now, one shot, and... they're goners. But yeah, it's I still feel at various points helpless in this game. Mostly because, I don't really know. No, why are you telling me that? I don't want to know. Sorry, Combat Crow, if you're watching this. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm still very new to PlayStation and PlayStation Network. When I was about, how old would I have been? About 10 years old, around the time that the PlayStation first came out. I was very into the N64, and my next oldest brother was very into PlayStation. And so the brother who I mentioned, I've played Diablo 3 with on his Xbox One, so it's funny how we've kind of swapped platforms in a way, although neither of us are playing a Nintendo console, but point remains the same. And yeah, so we would have kind of these petty... He's 3 years older than me, so he's 31. He's, I wouldn't say an Xbox fanboy by any stretch of the imagination, but yeah, it's just remembering back when he got his PlayStation 1, and though I played it occasionally, games like we just came from there, didn't we? Games like Metal Gear Solid were like, whoa, this is crazy cool. And Final Fantasy VII, one of my favorite games of all time. But of course, have we gotten that item? I don't know. Yeah, might as well go for it though. But other than my next oldest brother owning a PlayStation 1, the original PlayStation, not to be confused with the stupid naming convention behind Xbox One. Yeah, this is my first time owning a PlayStation console.
Me? Why? Dear God, what have I done? Save me. Please, save me.
So Gilbert is in terrible shape. Finally. 19 episodes later.
I'm scared. It's not fair.
So, maybe we missed something here? Because that sounds like a little girl. And whereas the rest of the NPCs were more or less generic, just, you know, adult male and female voices, I wonder who her mother is, and whether perhaps we might have been able to send both of them to Aegon Chapel. Well, I'm satisfied. We found a few more NPCs. No additional storylines, but yeah, we've spent enough time back here. Okay. Oops. There's that super sensitive triggers again. So, oh, we are being invaded. Or not. Maybe the Homeward Bone becomes inaccessible just when that message is appearing. So recall, I believe. Oh, I think that's a new type of gemstone. Recall, I believe in the last episode there were a couple points where it seemed as though we were being invaded, and then it just then we gained access once again to it. So we spent quite a bit of time running around there in Central Yarnum, and it wasn't rather fruitful. It wasn't very fruitful at all, in fact, because well, I guess other than discovering that we can send people to Yosefka's clinic in addition to Aegon Chapel. It wasn't particularly fruitful overall, but for future playthroughs, at least I know A, where how to open that gate, and B, to ensure that I do it before moving on from that area, so as to ensure that I'm not missing any quest lines. I don't understand what this is supposed to be. It's a single messenger holding a lamp. Oh, Crystal Lizard. Keep holding out hope that one of these will give me bloodstone chunks. But every time I see one, I run after it like moth to a flame, as is said in Dark Souls 2. And it often gets me into trouble. Ooh, Fading Lake. What does that one do? Fire damage reduction, +5. So we do have 200 points of frenzy resistance. Because... and I watched I believe it was episode 19, where... Yeah, it was definitely episode 19, where we were inflicted with frenzy, and it seems as though frenzy either does a set amount of damage, or it kills you instantly. That it's like the Bloodborne. I thought I could kill him before he got that off. The Bloodborne equivalent. The Bloodborne equivalent of petrifying. And so, not only did that enemy seem to inflict frenzy. Whoa! So recall what I was saying about Crystal Lizards getting me into trouble. And then note that I have 81 Bloodstone Shards and 27 Twin Bloodstone Shards. So I in no way need upgrade materials, because the only two things that I'm upgrading are... And so the Bolt Hunter's Mark didn't get great out there. So maybe the game, like the servers right now, just aren't working properly. I don't know. But I have seen in my YouTube feed people posting videos about PvP, and despite my immense desire to watch those videos, I've thus far been able to resist the temptation. But yeah. Either PvP isn't working properly, or yeah, in my opinion, I think it really needs to be tweaked. So, if I'm correct in assuming that the Bell Maiden needs to be present in order for you to be invaded, I think the easy solution to the lack of invasions, if I'm not alone in thinking that it's a serious problem, in that it takes away a lot of the tension that Bloodborne, despite the fact that Bloodborne otherwise did an excellent job of recapturing some of the tension that was missing in terms of the healing mechanics in Dark Souls 2. I guess you don't want to let these guys charge up. But yeah, but I think if it's seen by others as a problem, if they want to fix it, there would be a rather simple way to fix it. Oh shit. Okay. And that would be to simply spawn Bell Maidens at random in different areas. If they wanted to maintain kind of a not always on invasion mechanic, but if they also wanted to, as I imagine the community would want, make invasions more prevalent, that they should really make an adjustment and oh, cool! I don't think we've got one of those yet. So that they could, make the Bell Maidens appear in more areas. Because, I'm 20 episodes in, some like 30 hours in total in-game time according to my build thing, the counter for that. And yeah, I've not been invaded once, and this is the first area where it seems possible to even be invaded. So what was that we picked up? Cold blood flower bud. Pale vegetation that commonly grows on cold blood in a place long ago abandoned. So you can see that our Bold Hunter's mark is still available for use, so not yet being invaded. Off camera, I went and tried to retrieve my souls from that enemy who was inflicting me over and over again with frenzy, and I just, rather than getting the souls back, I got the echoes back, and so instead of calling them blood echoes, I'm just going to start calling them echoes. Damn you. Okay, let's wrap up some of these conversation topics so that I can focus on the game and stop dying and making a fool out of myself. I got my echoes back from the enemy who was inflicting me with frenzy. And then immediately got inflicted with frenzy right after that again. This was off camera after I stopped recording after the last episode. Oh. Our Bolt Hunter's mark is grayed out. Oh, shit. Okay. Quit struggling. Oh, there will be struggle. Let me get my bow gesture. I have no idea where he's going to come from. But yeah, so, and then afterwards I went to try and get the souls back from the frenzy enemy, and died again, this time without getting the souls, the echoes back. Hello! I have no idea where he spawned. Oh, that's spin to win though. Well done. Good game. My heart is beating so fast. Okay. I'm not sure what makes me a scrub. I didn't heal. I bowed. We were both spamming our pistols. I was gonna send him a message to say good game. Is this weapon the Chaos Blade of Bloodborne or something? Either way, I'll send him a message after the game and just explain that, yeah, I'm still in the midst of a blind run. That was my first PvP encounter. And that insofar as using this weapon is bad etiquette, then I had no idea that that was the case. Oh, okay. Well, that was a rather sour way of ending what was otherwise a rather pleasurable experience, even though I died. Oh well. Such is the Souls community sometimes. I once had someone threaten to kill me for using a Chaos Blade. And though not to legitimate the death threat, but I stopped using it after that because I'm like, wow, if it's really that much of a problem, then it's really not worth using if people are going to get so upset about it. Hello. So she just stands there, eh? Nothing but adversaries here. Oh, okay. Thought for a second we were being invaded, but it was just that we were being noped. Okay. I have no idea where I want to go from here. Ouch! That's Dunlock! I'm stuck. Alright, so I have no idea how long this episode is going to be. Because, yeah, we spent quite a bit of time just walking around in Central Yharnam. And not really doing anything all that productive. So, I'm going to try and edit it. I'm at over an hour in my recording right now. I'm going to try and edit it down to about 40 minutes. And, yeah, because this is, I guess, a rather good ending point for the episode, seeing as, yeah, I've been slaughtered mercilessly a few times. But we did avenge the old lady, and we learned some new stuff for our next playthrough. So, all in all, wasn't a complete waste of time. I hope you agree with that as well, if you've stayed with me up until this point. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.